Okay, so we are doing part 2 of Look What Jess Found, episode 61. For some reason, and this is what we found. Hopefully you watched part 2, all zincs, right? So I did 3 rolls in part 1. I had the federal roll, the customer submitted common rolls, and then I mixed it up with what looks like an older customer submitted roll. And on part 1, we went through the federal roll zincs. We didn't find not one copper in the whole roll. And now we're on. I won't even keep this. I'll be honest with you. I don't even want to clean that. I'll be honest. It's so dirty. But for some reason, I took a very long time. I think I talked about the glove fingertips for too long, and I only partially opened up the federal roll. The only thing we found was we found 2 things. We found an 82 zinc large date Philadelphia. And we found an off-centered penny that I decided to keep. Okay. I don't really know what's going on here. Just gonna keep it. All right, I give it the buck question. Would someone pay a buck for this? Yeah, this might be a special hub error. All right, I'll keep that. Penny looks bent too. Like it was just, you know what I mean? Like it was misstruck. All right, too far in. Still have not found a single copper. Wow. So yes, I am wearing glove fingertips, and I think I talked about it ad nauseum in part 1. And the whole glove thing just wasn't working for me. Okay, that's the bottom line. Between using a glove a day, still not one copper. Is that first copper? Wow. 59D. Okay. All right. Well, it is what it is, right? You want to see how much that one weighs? That's going to be over. I'm going to say it's going to be over 3.1. Not much, man. 3.13. Not much. I would have thought that extra junk on it would have really. See, it doesn't make too much of a difference. When a penny is out of tolerance, that's a big deal. If this penny is within tolerance with foreign substance on it, can you imagine how really significant an over tolerance penny is? What was that? Did something just fall off of it? Huh. Oh wow, here we go. So for a second I thought that the roll was searched. I was like, all zincs in the customer submitted roll. I was like, I haven't found that in a while. And then look at this, 1935. The 33D, that would have been something. 35 is nothing. But still, nice penny. I'm glad I broke up the video into parts now. That was pretty cool. I'll weigh this one. Looks like copper, right? Isn't that funny? Of course it's not, but I'm just saying. Weird color. Yeah, 256. No big deal. So, have a sip of coffee. Oh, I know what I could do for my topic today. Let me write it down over here real quick. What's it called? Not bonus feature. Yeah. All right. I think I have a topic for our bonus feature today. Have to write it down. Paper doesn't forget. 92 double ear. I know it looks a little bit like it, right? That line. You know, you can imagine that a zebra is a horse if you really look at it long enough. 82. Oh no. Oh man, it had to be copper. But it's an 82 small date. Zinc. This was a copper. Forget about it. This is zinc though. Yeah, 254. I knew it. But this is but we found the small date though. Which is that I haven't found not one regular copper. Usually this whole side is filled with copper. The next one we will. Small date zinc. Right? Do you remember how you know if it's a small date? The 2 looks like a question mark. That's it. Very simple. If it looks like a candy cane, it's the 8, of course, looks like the snowman, but sometimes that gets a little difficult. But the 2, if the 2 looks like a question mark, it's a small date. If it looks like a candy cane, it's a large date. That's it. Yeah. You know what? I don't even want that contaminating my desk. I think we have our first copper. And it's an 82. Well, we found 382 so far, and this is a beauty. It's this is the large date. How do you know? Remember what we said? It's a candy cane. Right? So the candy cane's large date. I don't even have to weigh this. I know it's a copper. The only question would this be, is it heavy? Because it feels like a heavy penny for some reason. It's because I've been dealing with zincs all morning, so my fingertips are sensitive to zincs. So that's like one of the first few coppers. We have not found one circulated copper penny yet. I mean, you want to count the 82, you can count the 82. But I mean, usually this whole off to the side over here is usually full of coppers. We have not one. I think I see a copper coming up. Nope. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Okay, we have our first copper of the day, besides the 82. I mean, just like, and it's a beauty. It's going to be at least in the fine. So we have a fine copper. All right. Our first copper is a fine copper. Can't believe we found a 35 wheat cent. That's got to be worth a couple bucks. I mean, it was in nice condition, you know. And the next one is almost all copper. I could see it already. The one from the with that really old. Yeah, it's damaged. I guess that's why it looked like a double ear for a second. Another copper. Funny that they're both in the 70s. I put that with the fines too. Those coppers feel so heavy. They feel like lead when you don't handle them for a while. All right, so the whole glove thing seems to be working out. Look how dirty they get. Absolutely disgusting. So, see that finger? I don't know if I'm gonna put a third one on. We'll see. The one finger doesn't bother me. The other ones stay pretty clean. Let me see. Can I do the flip magic? Yeah, I guess I'll get better at it as time goes by. All right. Well, I guess they're here to stay. $10 for 250, which is really 150 because I'm using two. I don't know if I'll go to three. I think I'm okay with the one slightly dirty finger. The point was that these two fingers were getting dogged, you know, and I was getting concerned that 96. I was getting concerned that I don't know, you know, some sort of not infection, but 17p. I'll look at that E in America. No, it's just a line underneath it, like a scratch. All right, we're almost done with the second roll. Um, I don't know, like if they like, I was like, oh, you know, I'm breaking the skin, and you know what I'm saying, and it's dirt, and how about some kind of something, like something that's not good for me. That's all. And I'll be honest with you, I wasn't gonna do the gloves. I really thought that I wasn't gonna be able to do the finger flips, like the manipulation of the penny. I thought it was gonna affect it, and it's not. Price wise, not too much different. I did that in the first video. I actually looked up how much the gloves cost, and you can get it at February 2024. You can get 1,000 gloves, size large, $60 shipped. So for $60, if you use one set of gloves a day, you're talking about 3 years worth of gloves for $60. So pretty good investment if you want to use gloves. I wasn't feeling them. I started having, because I was trying to use them over again, for whatever reason. I guess I didn't like having the gloves. They're bigger, right? They take up more space. I didn't like it. But if you look at my first videos, I used gloves, and I really didn't like them, so I stopped using them altogether. And then my fingers were getting really dogged, and they were actually starting to hurt a little bit. I'm gonna weigh this one. It's so dark for a zinc. 2.52. And I was like, all right, let me go order these, try something different, the finger ones. And I wasn't convinced. I was looking at them in the pictures, and I said, for $10, I'll give it a shot. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't feeling it though, at all. At all. But I still said I'll give it a shot, and 98. It's not wide. And it works. So I'm a pretty skeptical type of person. It's just how I am. So few coppers in these, unbelievable. But I know it's not searched because we found those wheat cents. There's no way somebody would have left those wheat cents into a searched 99. Wow, what a beauty. Come on. Wow, purple. 73. 73. 77. Two 73s. I mean, statistically, it doesn't seem right. Okay. Anyway, so now we're on this one, man. This will be all copper. Watch. This is our first, for the pile, I'm saying, our first commercial copper. Commercial. I'm saying commercial. Look at this, man. Look at this. Telling you, man. Telling you. Telling you. Those rolls are gold, man. They're gold. I try not to get too excited, you know. I know I'm a little over the top, so I apologize in advance. This is a fine. But you know, this is the stuff that I really want to search through all day long, you know? Oh, this is an AU. Now we have one for AU all of a sudden. You know, like I could do this all day long. This is the stuff I wake up for, you know? I mean, besides getting spiritual, I'm saying, you know. Um just talking about as far as a hobby goes. Look at this. This has to be copper. Look at this, man. You know what? This is like uncirculated. I'm putting that down there on the bottom. I'm not even going to put that with. Yeah, it's a little bit beyond this one. That's the AU, and then I'm going to say that the other one's the AU too, but it's a nicer AU. I'll put that in a flip. It's a little weird when you're rubbing something, though. I'm gonna look at that, right? Because I didn't know. I really didn't know. Even these old copper pennies have the VDB on the bottom. I didn't know. Well, they're so hard to see. Can't even see it, really. Can't even see it because of the wear. You know. I guess that's why I didn't know. And nobody taught me, man. Eric, you didn't teach me, Eric. Goofing, I'm goofing. All copper. All copper. All copper. You can't tell me this isn't awesome, man. Are you kidding me? Now, I put that with the fines. You know, like if you're just doing federal rolls and you're not doing any customer submitted rolls, each one of these pennies would be like, oh, we found, look at this great condition 1971 copper penny we found. And if you find a wheat, you're pulling out like the streamers and you're lighting fireworks, you know. Meanwhile, if you, what is this? Wow, is that hard to say? I'll weigh it. You know, it's hard to say. This is probably annealing. It's probably annealing. I mean, this might be a good one to put into the 313. It might be a good one to put into the paint stripper to see if that red pops, because that's beautiful. Yeah, I'll put it. What I'll do is, I think I'll remember. I'll put it there. I think it's red enough and dirty enough that I'll remember to put that it's for the paint stripper. Or look at it too. That's the small date too. It looks like a question mark, even though it's a large. It's a large date. That's weird, right? See, only on the 82 do the twos. See, like that looks like a large date, but it looks like a small date because it looks like a question mark a little bit. It's weird. It just caught my attention, the 2 and the 72. Because on the 82, I think there's like a whole different thing going on. I'll put that with the fines. That's a really nice penny. 69, we have to check for floating roof. No floating roof. Wow, that is strong looking penny, man. I'll put that with the fines. So, put this with the fines. We have to keep our eye open for the floating roof. Look at this. This will go with the AUs. So you get, and then if you pick up a bunch of these pennies, you see? And that one looks thinner than the other one. The two I'm saying. The last one we were looking at. Oh, now look, check this out. Watch this. Flip. See how you see you could tell it's rotated from the flip. Well, let's see. I mean, I don't know how rotated. Not much. We could check it out though. You notice as soon as you do the flip. Yeah, I mean a little bit more than usual. You know what you want to see is you want to see this. Then it's worth some money. This isn't worth anything. I mean, no one's no one's going to give you. And believe it or not, most of my experience is that most pennies, you see how it's a little bit more rotated. Watch, it's like really more rotated than normal. But regardless, um, you have to ask the main question, right? Is someone going to pay $1 for it? And if the answer is no, yeah. See, they're all a little rotated. You want to see how much? See, when a penny's nice, you can see the VDB even on the older pennies. Yeah, they're all slightly rotated. But again, when you go like this, you want to see it like that. Then you're like, yep, made yourself a couple bucks there. I know there's like a percentage, and they got all that stuff. Look at these, man. Look at these. I'll put this with the 8. Yeah, I could put that with the AUs. Why not? It's close. That was border. You see, even with the rubber gloves, I can still drop a penny. I put that with the fines. AU. Wow, man. So, for all of you out there who've been asking me to wear gloves, I hope I get a thank you. Oh, you see, wow, it's really, no. What's that? Is that something in his face? Yeah, it's called dirt. Yeah, it's not too bad. Nah. Actually, I should say thank you to you, right? For talking about it. Yeah, that's a Woody, but it's not. It's so light. It's so light. You know, so light. It's not a big deal. It's the ones that are really, really stark. And even if it's a kneeling, also it's very light. I'm not even keeping that. Yeah. And it's at 62. It's a nice year, but forget it. I put this with the. Boy, does that God have a weak strike, huh? How thin those letters look compared to the other ones. At least the top of the it does look, anyway. Just saying. I don't know if it means anything or not. Will someone pay $1 for it? I don't think so. I'll put this with the fines. 1960s. I don't hold on to the 1960s. 59 is the earliest one that I hold on to for specific sales. Like, I think the 59s are worth $1, in my opinion. 50, maybe even 2 or 3 of them for $1. You know what I'm saying? That's nice. I'll put this with the AUs. Boy, does that feel heavy. I know it's not, but wow, man, these pennies, they feel like lead. 3.1. I'll put that with the AUs. All right, we're getting there. See, this was quicker. Now, I think the video part 1 was look at this, was about 30 something minutes, maybe 40. Yeah, you could tell this one is definitely misaligned. It's a misaligned beauty. It's not super. I mean, I'll put this with the AUs. That's a beauty. Anyway. Oh, plus with the bonus feature, I even put that with the AUs, man. These are something else, these pennies. I put this with the fines. 69, right? So you want to look for that floating roof. Yeah, so this video is going to be 40 minutes. That's a little too long for and we haven't really even found anything super significant, like nothing that like a really significant penny I could stay on for 3, 4, 5 minutes, So we haven't even found anything like that. But if we did, this video would be an extra few minutes long. That's a nice. I'll hold on to that. That's a nice misaligned die because the penny's also in very beautiful condition. The back is also slightly misaligned. Could be considered off-center. Let's look at the rotation on this. Nah, it's a beauty. I'll hold on to that. That's like a misalign. We had another. Did we have another misalign? Was it that 75? I'm not sure. No, the 75 was just a condition. I don't think we kept. I think that's the first misaligned we kept. Wow. Another Pretty nice misaligned. I'm not going to keep this one though. I'm not keeping it. The condition has to be really nice. It needs to be a little bit more. See, they're all a little misaligned too, you know. But they're beauties. Oh wow. Okay. Okay. I'm not going to get too excited. No. What? Did I flip it on my own? Oh, I must have. Let me see. Wow. And it could be the rubber. Like, you see what happened there? Watch. You see? The rubber really holds on to it. It's different. Manipulating the penny with the gloves is a little different. I have to get the okay, that's better. I have to get the mechanics down. It'll probably take a few videos. But I saw it like this and I was like, what? What? I put that with the fines. That's a nice penny. These are all beauties. I can't believe these are all coppers. Well, I should believe it because those red rolls, shh, those are something else. I'll put this with the AUs. What a tiny whiny D, huh? See, now when I'm doing the flip, it's moving around. Yeah, that's okay. You want to, like I said, if it's not like this, looks like it might even have some lamination stuff going on. It's not significant enough. I see the lines there. It's not significant enough. Like I said, you have to give it the buck test, you know? Yeah, this is nice, man. Yeah, I'll hold on to it. I'll put that with the other set with the 75. Is this the misaligned one? What's this? Let's start with this penny here. Yeah, the 85. Yeah, that one. That was from the first row, I think. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Holy moly. Wow. Oh, that's crazy, man. That's great. That one is like, wow. I mean, this has to be one of the nicest copper paints I've ever found. It's almost like if it came out of an uncirculated roll or something. That's crazy. Yeah, when I do the flip there, moving it around. Yeah, well, I'm glad I broke it up into two parts. It just would have been too long. Here's another beauty. It's also a 74. I don't get it. Something I would love to know how this person ended up with these 1974 like is this from their childhood? You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, they just grab. I mean, there's got to be a story behind this. Here's another one. There's got to be a story behind this. Now those 74s, I'll take. I'll put them together and I'll you know, on 99 cents in the eBay store. You know, I sold a couple pennies this weekend. If it was any of the listeners, thank you. Um, I'll put this with the AUs. I'm even thinking about not putting this with the AU. This is so, yeah, it's okay. It's something a little bit off about it. It's not as good as the other ones. I'll put this with the AUs. That's not the floating roof. I haven't been looking for every one of them. I probably missed a floating roof there somewhere. I missed one. One of the subscribers say, "Hey, you missed a floating roof." Yeah, I know. I miss them sometimes. They'll miss a line. I'll put that with them too. It's just so they're such great condition. Just a wheat cent. Yeah, 35. Oh man, we couldn't get the 33D, huh? Jeez, man, that would have just finished this off to the max. Still, found a bunch of wheats. I'm telling you, man, I would love to know the story behind these 74s. I'll put this with the AUs. And last but not least, wow. Look at the features. So dull on the obverse. Think you see those features? What do they call that? I think Otis says called a polished or buffed die. I'll put it with the AUs. Okay, so look how dirty the fingertips got. Now, all right, I'll keep them on for a minute. Let's see. All right. If you're just here for the penny video, then thank you, and I will see you on the next one. Adios. Let's see if I can get this thing going right. Let's see. All right. All right. I'm telling you, one day I'll have a nice setup. Let me go down a little bit. I guess it's okay for now. Ooh, dirty fingers, dirty fingers. Look at those suckers. I have to do the shorts. And it looks like we got quite a few shorts. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, like 9 shorts to do. Ish. I can't walk around with the. I can't keep them on. You see, and this became part of the problem with the gloves. It became now. Can I do 9 quick shorts with my maybe? Yeah, I guess so. You know, that's not too bad as far as using gloves. I'm saying, glove fingers. So that was a success. That was a success. Using those, where are they at? I think these were $10. You know, they just in the picture they look so loose. You know, I was like, this isn't gonna work. Oh, these are mediums. Oh, my hands aren't that big. I have smaller hands. I'm definitely maybe the large would have been too big for that. So definitely a medium. I'm a medium. I didn't know that. I don't even know if I don't even know if I realized I bought a medium or not. To be honest with you. So what I wanted to talk a little bit about in this video is, I mean, for the bonus feature, right? Because the bonus feature is really could be anything. It could be about coins and stuff. It could be about gloves. It could be about something personal, right? Because the coin part is over already. So this video, this is episode 61. They're going to be airing March 9th. And as of yesterday, February 25th, I was starting to show some of the members only. I do, like after this video, I go straight into the members only video. We have one member, it's Eric. You know, hopefully we get more, you know, whatever the Lord provides, that's it. I will be thankful for that and grateful for that. But you know, there's like 30 or 40 of them, and they're not getting, they're not getting enough attention, and maybe they'll help a little bit with bringing views. Let's just call it like that. So I'm gonna do from today until we get more members. We get more members, and then the members have to really, I have to rethink it at that point. You know what I mean? So I'm going to make these significant findings, which will be right from here. I'm going to make it public for now. Is it going to stay like that indefinitely? I'll have to review that whole plan. And I guess that's part of having a YouTube channel. I don't know. This is new for me, you know. It's new for me. I get a lot of suggestions from people, and you know, some of them are okay, some of them are not. Meaning, like, some of them are kind of like a little attackish, you know what I mean, like judgmental, you know, and you know, whatever, you know. But for the long-standing members and subscribers who are like my YouTube friends, don't ever think that when I say, oh, you know, keep it on topic, has nothing to do with you. It has to do with this. It has to do with trolls, you know, for lack of a better word. Some mean-spirited people who leave comments that are mean, you know, and I hide them. But that's all. That's all the little notation is, you know, because I really don't want to hide anybody. I want to have a fully transparent. But some things are just mean, and I don't want that to corrupt the video. And it's very common now to hide inappropriate stuff. Super common. So, but everybody who I'm super thankful for everybody who is supportive and helpful. And I think doing what I'm doing kind of supports that, right? Like putting some things back into public view, temporarily or forever. You know, we'll figure it out. And that's all. So thank you, and I'll see you on the next one. I'm going to start the significant findings now. So the significant findings are basically, so this is a 2-part video, right? One, it's like an hour and 20 minutes, an hour and 25 minutes to watch part 1 and part 2. That's very long. The significant findings are 5 minutes. So I thought that would have been really cool for members only. Like, you know, you come home from work and, you know, just going through one scenario. Oh, I don't have time to watch Jesse's hour and 20-minute long version video. I want to check out the significant findings. So I thought that would have been cool for members, you know. But until we get more members, then I will keep it in the public form, and hopefully that's okay. And, you know, we'll work it out as we go on. Thank you very much, everybody, and I'll see you on the next one.